Just waiting on some people to get in here. I'll give it about another 2 or 3 minutes. Hello, hello. Am I 5x5? I'm good, Ohio Prepper. How are you? Good deal. I know it's an unscheduled live, but there's quite a bit of new news coming out that I figured I'd jump on and share. I'm hoping a couple of more people might slide in here. It's kind of a quiet Saturday afternoon. It's actually getting cold. In the last, I'd say, hour and a half, the temperatures dropped at least 5 degrees. We actually have a frost advisory tonight, first time this season, which is unusual for this time of the year. Usually we're still running around in shorts and tops. Oh, I would love to have snow. That's something we rarely have here, but when we do, it causes panic. And I live in southeast Georgia. We do get snow usually the next day. Oh, I hear you there. I personally don't care for the cold weather. But these volcanoes and all going off really isn't helping. Those emissions of the gases, aerosols, and all is going to make it a hard, I'm afraid. But of course, administration world leaders aren't going to tell you that. Well, we did have another person in here. I don't know where they went. So let's go ahead and get started. The Biden administration finally admits the spiraling border crisis is of great concern. Administration is pushing Mexico to impose restrictions on Venezuelan migrants amid an increase of migrants fleeing brutal macro regime. Reportedly, Mexico is considering tougher requirements, including viewing records that shows migrants are economically solvent and in employment and has a return plane ticket. I'm glad you did, Ohio Prepper. I completely understand. Hang on, let me see what I can do there. I myself out. Okay, how's that? I'm sorry I kept getting kicked off StreamYard. So I'm sorry about that, guys. We'll go ahead and continue on. The Department of Justice vows more actions as court blocks workplace jab mandates. Democratic governor on jab mandate, correct or effective solution. Jab could cost border control more than half of its agents. States file lawsuit against administration to halt mandate for federal contractors. House Republicans move to stall administration mandate. I'm glad that finally somebody's trying to stand up for that because number one, constitutional, and number 2 is just plain wrong. I mean, you have, the abortion lobbyist, it's my body, my right. Why can't we say the same thing about this jab? Because none of us really and truly, know what's in this. Sudan security forces kill 5 anti-protesters. Security forces use live bullets and tear gas as tens of thousands of pro-democracy protesters rally in several cities. Western countries slam new army-led counts. This is my opinion, and we all know what they say about opinions. The ways stay out of everybody else's business, because we all know who they mean when they say the way. It is not America's responsibility to police the world, no matter what country or if they're allies. For to be, someone's ally, that means you back them up, when they desperately need it, like for wars and all. Not international or not national conflict, at least not in my opinion. India border state rebels ambush 5 soldiers and 2 civilians, carried out by an armed group in India's northeastern state of Manipur. Suspected rebels ambushed a convoy of India's paramilitary soldiers on Saturday, who were on their way to inspect a remote village. We really don't hear much out of India. Yes, they're an ally, and we have a lot of Indian migrants over here. But you don't really hear much conflict in their country. So that's kind of surprising to me. Tigray rebels killed dozens of civilians in the Armada region on suspicion of being informants or offering aid to federal forces. And we all know that region's out of control. Almost 200 nations accept a continuous climate compromise Saturday, aimed at keeping a key global warming target alive, but it contained a last-minute change that watered down crucial language about coal. Coal is one of the world's leading heating ways. A lot of countries depend on coal, for heating and for cooking and whatnot. A lot of countries aren't lucky like we are to have natural gases. So, I can kind of understand them wanting to keep the coal industry going. This right could be major. This could be a world event, either for good or for the bad. Biden and China's Xi, will hold a virtual meeting Monday. White House hopes it will create some stability between the two economies. Washington and Beijing have been sparring on issues of the origins of 19 to, and Washington and Beijing have been sparring on issues of 19 and China's expanding nuclear arsenal. U.S. officials believe dealing directly with Xi is the best way to prevent ties spiraling towards conflict. There's dozens, perhaps millions, of video footage of China parading their nuclear arsenal and all through the streets of Beijing and throughout the country over there. You know, China is one of the smartest countries there is. They have a lot of good scientists, and their industry was one of the greatest. I know a lot of things there have been spiraling, downward. Truthfully, it has here too. We're just not allowed to know it as much. The mainstream media tries to downplay everything. For years, I've watched Fox News, and now I've come to see that they're just like CNN and MSNBC. You can't trust them. But that's my opinion. Well, with the news being out the way, I thought that I would let y'all know what I thought about doing for the channel. And y'all can leave comments and let me know what you think. I normally go Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I go live at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. If that's too early or too late for y'all, let me know. I stay at home. I'm trying to get on disability, so usually my days are pretty free. And if I have a doctor's appointment, I usually have those in the morning times before lunch, if possible. And I know Native Voice has his lives on Monday through Friday at 6:30 a.m. Which I catch the replay because I'm never awake that early. Prepper Nation has his usually about 9:15 in the mornings. And there's one or two more that, usually, like Prepper, Off the World Prepper, excuse me, he is, several different in the mornings and a lot of times in the evenings. I try not to step on other people's toes. Then you have Ghost that has his at 7:30 Monday through Friday, and then on Saturdays he has his Canon show. On Fridays, usually Prepper Tribe is live at 10 o'clock. So, other than Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, when would y'all like for us to go live? And, we don't have to have a certain topic. We can just all sit around and chit chat. Maybe bring up some of y'all on the panel. And I would love to, I actually have an idea in mind. I'm going to be emailing Native Voice and Just Josh and see if they're willing to come up on panel and us discuss news versus religious ties. I know both, the three of us kind of think along the same lines. Maybe give you guys insight on to what we going on in the world. I'd also love to get Prepper Tribe and maybe Lake Ferry and a couple of more up on another live, and us just go with the flow. Hey, JH556, how are you? I understand completely. Like I said, just leave comment, or you can email me at sweetgeorgiapeach0079@gmail.com. The email is also in my About tab, and I'd love to hear from everybody. Just, if you just want to email me, that's fine too. But we're at a little over 20 minutes. So I'll see you guys later. I'll be signing off. Y'all have a good day and a good night, and I'll see y'all out there. Oh, before I forget, I know Prepper Tribe and Native Voice and Hutch and a few more have been saying that we have something. Hey, Ghetto, how are you? I know a couple of them have said that there's something big coming up, maybe a announcement coming on Tuesday on Prepper Tribe's 1 year anniversary. I also know that you're welcome, Ghetto. Thank you very much for the support. I was watching Micro Farmer last night. He and Simply Jan and a couple of more homestead channels have some plans to help out other channels as well as people in the community, with seeds and stuff like that. So check them out. And I appreciate everybody that's come in, and I'm doing very thank you. Definitely make sure you play and see y'all out there, and y'all have a good night.